City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill. What is it, Dreadgod?
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Then you're either a Stormcloak sympathizer or a fool. Either way, you're no friend of mine. Long live the Empire. We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Long live the Empire.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. The finest weapons and armor. Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith.
Welcome. We've got small weapons as well. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? That'll be the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin. Things are tough for him now, I'd wager. What with the fighting and the dragons. But Balgruf's a tough old Nord. He can handle it. Good doing business with you.
Oh.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard. Did you know there are some fruits that... Ouch! Hey!
Come to a love of her reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the mood.
Owning a farm.
Everything all right?
You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Take a look. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing? And what of my sons, hmm? What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering. I will never accept his death. My son still lives, I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battlethorns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorald?
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar.
He's my prisoner. Face it, Cowell. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. I just know it. I can feel it in my heart. You have to believe me. Please visit me at my home. I can tell you the whole story.
Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
Had enough of fish and fowl?
Yeah,
Treat
these
yourself and your
Khajiit make a
kin to
living
choice
traveling the
cut steak
roads and
or a
selling
tender
their
rack of
wares.
ribs.
It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Chops and
Reputation
steaks fit
mostly.
for a Jarl.
A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. Farewell.
Exactly. Road patrols were cutting
Finest
down
cuts,
because the
fresh
yard
from the
was
wilds.
Now the bandits
Oh
are
yes,
more
hunting is my great passion. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting supplies. It's the Drunken Huntsman down by the main gate. He tends the store, and I've got this stall. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Good hunting.
Ripe fruit and
Are
fresh
you still
vegetables
working
for
at the Bannered
Life's
Mare in
hard
the
enough
evenings,
with all these.
Alfina?
That bard
And why
Mikhail
shouldn't
is
I?
begging for a
Just because
dagger
I'm a
up against
Greymane
his
doesn't
throat,
mean I
the way he
can't earn
goes
my
on
own
about me.
I didn't mean...
I heard him boasting
I'm
at the
sorry I
Bannered
asked.
Mare, saying he'll conquer me
Tired
as a
of
true
breading stew?
Nord
Had
conquers
enough of
any
fish and
harsh
fowl?
beast.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never
Chops
understand.
and steaks fit for a
No
Jarl.
amount of
Come and see my
flowers or
selection of
honeyed
the finest
words are going to
quality
change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we
Looking
can't
for my
afford
husband,
I work with
Nazim?
my
It
mother.
took me weeks.
Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Saphir! Wait,
I just want to go home and read.
you tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Saphir doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So,
I trust
you're here
not
to help?
planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
If only you could help bring my son back to me. It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it. He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children. I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr. The Companion's mead hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Holds. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing Battleborns. Don't even get me started on that lot. Huh, they put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure, they've got money, but they ain't got a shred of honor between them. Grey Mane. Huh, now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history. You take care of yourself now.
Do you have news? Did you find something?
Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you
Mister,
treat your
could
wife
you
with
spare
the
a coin?
respect she deserves.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart.
You're the best. Can you be my father?
Staying safe, I hope.
Ulfric, patron of the great clan Battleborn. I'm as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past like those Grey Maids. What's there to say? You go against the Empire, you wind up dead. Thorald got what was coming to him. Best not to ask too many questions about it. People might get the wrong idea about you. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too, aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. You watch yourself out there.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you. No. Even if you are my elder.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send someone.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet.
Sadia, dear?
Yes, Mum?
Don't forget to polish those glasses later.
Oh, yes, Miss Hulda.
Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one Nord lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. Some parting advice? Women love sonnets.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Need anything else? Just let me know.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions. If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables. Really? You convinced that loot player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Old friend, patron of the great clan battle.
What's trouble in Whiterun?
Still sore where I took that arrow.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks.
This is an
and warm
ode to
beds.
Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about.
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel,
Oh,
we
did you
will
need something?
take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of
Let
your
me know if
death,
there's anything
we'll
else you
drink
need.
and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. Oh, there once was a hero.
I
named
ain't
Ragnar
done
the
nothing.
Red, came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on.
Now I think it's high time that you lie down and
Argonian ale. I can almost taste it.
Steel as the brave lass Matilda. Haggard named Ragnar was boastful no more.
The security in Whiterun is
When his
terrible.
ugly red head
Shameful
rolled
is what it
around
is.
on the floor.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
Days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood
If you need
and
more
our
food or drink, speak to Hulda.
back our home. Down with Ulfric,
few
the
seconds
killer
for my
of
supper is
kings.
all I
On the
ask.
day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, everyone.
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when You found it! I've been looking for that blade for months! You took on all those bandits yourself? Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you, in honor of his memory. Right then.
My favorite drink. Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple. Sure, whatever.
Looking to do some hunting? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. Southeast of you.
I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store.
p.t.2 at it again? Strike when the shoulder turns. He's giving you openings.
Get in there and push.
Just keep swinging.
Give up while you still can. Out of our guide.
Going to enjoy killing you.
I just tried to keep out of the way when they start roughhousing. Goodbye, dear.
Ah, fresh. Need something? Until next time.
Need something?
Mm-hmm. If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall. Greetings, outsider. If you have some business here, speak it. Your question carries more weight than you may know, newcomer. The sort of thing some of us spend our lives pondering. The difference between a noble band of warriors and a ragged bunch of assassins is as thin as a blade's edge. I try to hold us to the right path. Politics are something best avoided. I prefer more personal confrontations myself. Like most of our band, I found this family after losing my own. I traveled the length and breadth of this land, learning all I could of the sword and the axe. I was just a boy, but I had the fire of a man in my heart. Eventually, my body caught up to my spirit. My predecessor, Askar, found me in Hammerfell. I was serving as a bodyguard for some weak-necked lord out there. He brought me back here, and I realized that I was actually coming home. I worked to bring honor to this family, and to the family that I lost. For my mother, my father, and my grandfather. For all my shield siblings. Family and honor. That's what it means to be one of us, boy. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies, but perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye.
careful!
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take.
You'll do all right someday. Today you need to keep
won't
training.
leave here
You
alive.
might just make it.
Your head. Oh, bastard!
I haven't seen you before.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
Bastard!
Pretty good arm you have there.
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us. So you do what I tell you. Use my sword. Go take it up to your land.
I haven't seen you before, have I?
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
You're mine.
Not bad.
Now, huh?
Give up. You still can.
When the Empire surrendered to the Aldmeri Dominion, they shamed us all.
You again. All right then.
And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing! The Imperial... Against its own people!
I ain't
So
done.
rise up! Rise up, children of the Empire!
I only counsel with caution. We cannot afford to act rashly. My lord.
What's the
please.
meaning of this interruption?
This is no time for
Jarl
rash
Balgrup
actions.
is not
I just think
receiving
we need more
visitors.
information before we act. I just...
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen? You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute. Especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now prevents us? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl of
dragon is
Falkreath
lurking in the
will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps? Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. You are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Wait for me. Farengar!
I wonder what Irileth is so excited
Farengar,
about.
you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it?
The Jarl is, as you can imagine, from Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself.
Let's go.
I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Not now. Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
I've seen you helping the Jarl. The guards in Dragon Street say you aided the Jarl. On behalf of Whiterun, I thank you. If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron.
Against its own people. So rise up,
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying?
Here's the situation.
Of course you don't.
A dragon is attacking the Western Watchtower.
A dragon? Now we're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking White...
But Housecarl, how can we fight a dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in
I
fact.
work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
Threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No, Housecarl.
But it's more than our honor at stake here. Think of it.
I used to be an
The
adventurer
first
like
dragon
you.
seen in Skyrim since
But I
the
took an
last
arrow
age.
in the knee.
The glory of killing it is ours! If you're with me! Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah!
Damn
yeah.
right!
Let's move out.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
No signs of any... I know it looks bad. But we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what would heal.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Get under cover.
What
The
happened
dragon,
here?
it's still around somewhere.
Dragon. Quickly now!
Let's save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make Get back!
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without trading, the way the dragons do.
Dragon? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say here, Left? Being awfully quiet. Come on here, then. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet, flapping your gums
manner of
on
power
matters
is
you
that?
don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them, but I don't need
We taught that dragon not to mess with Whiterun, didn't we?
Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a North.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
The shouting, what you just did, must be. You really are Dragonborn.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're about.
You're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun, and we'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. We will find her eventually.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
been a good friend to me. That means something.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn?
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you know? To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to... You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are. Mm-hmm.